Hey guys, we're gonna get started here in just a second. This is a lower body heavy strength class today. So you're gonna need a little bit of equipment. My heavy strength classes, I really rely on you to figure out the weight that you need. We're gonna do lower repetitions, higher weight. So if you're able, if you're not injured, all that, then I want you to choose weights that are heavy and challenging for you. That being said, this is your workout. You can do lightweight or you can do no weight, but I do want you to know we're going to be doing lower reps, fewer repetitions, heavier weight. All right, so before I get to the weight part, you need a mat, you need a chair or something that you could sit down on or step up on, all that stuff nearby you. And if you have a loop band, you need a loop band too, a heavy loop band. So you need those things. Then after that, you need some weight. I am choosing to carry or hold weight in one of my hands today. So my weight is extra heavy because I'm just carrying one. If you do not have really heavy weight at your house and you need to hold two weights to get up to par, up to a weight that's challenging for you, you can do that, all right? So let me tell you, I have one single, see if I can even keep it up here, 30-pound dumbbell. I'm gonna have to have my husband bring some heavier weights from our other house because I needed a little bit heavier than this. Remember, this seems like a lot, but if you're doing leg stuff and you're only holding one, if you're used to holding two 15s, you know, it's not a big stretch. So I've got one 30-pound dumbbell, and then I've got a set of 25s. Some of the time I might just be holding one of them, all right? So let me make this really clear. If you have super heavy weight at your house, we are going to be holding one weight for a lot of the moves we're doing today. However, you can hold weights in two hands. So my weight seems super heavy for me today, and it is, but a lot of that is because I'll be carrying just one. Makes sense, hopefully? If you do not have weight that goes up this high or up high enough for it to be a challenge for you, then grab two weights. That's all right. You can have two 10s, two 15s, whatever. All right, so get some heavy weights, a chair, a loop band, and a mat, and we are about to get started. Are you guys ready? Okay, who's here this morning? Lisa, Jenny, Lacey, Jody, and Courtney, hello. I can see there's a few more people here too, so welcome. Heavy strength, popular today. We got more people here this morning than yesterday, so great job, guys. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with a side lunge. I want you to actually grab one single dumbbell, kind of a lighter. I told you I've got a 30-pound dumbbell, and then I've got some 25s. So we're just starting to move. I don't want you to hurt yourself, but I want you to choose a weight that's gonna add some extra weight. So you're gonna have to be real in tune with your body today. I cannot tell you exactly what weight to choose. I know. I wish I could and make things way easier, but I can't. You need to feel it out for yourself. So I'm gonna start out with one of my 25-pound dumbbells, and I'm going to go into a side lunge. So we're gonna alternate side lunges. So I'm gonna take my legs nice and wide, all right? And I'm gonna go one side, sitting back into that hold, up and over to the other side. Now, I'm thinking I might have to take my legs a little bit farther apart because nice and slow and controlled, I just want you to feel out your legs and your lower body muscles right now. So your weight needs to go back. You need to have your weight in the heel of the leg that is bending, and you want to sit more so back. So even though we're going over to the side, your weight is back. All right, let's go with 8. Stand up through that heel. You can get rid of the weight if it's too much for now. There's 7. Do your best to lift with your legs, not your lower back. 5 more. 5, standing up through the heel. And 5, 4 more. Oh, I'm already getting warm, guys. 3 more. Can we finish with our 2? 2. 2. Last one. 1. Stand up through that heel. And 1. All right, I'm gonna set my weight down. One other thing I forgot, have a towel handy. Okay, I'll show you why in a second. Okay, now we're gonna go to that one weight, one side that I kind of talked about. I'm gonna be holding one weight for a lot of this class. So I'm gonna pick up my, 25 again, and I'm gonna hold it in my left hand. We're gonna stick with the left side. So I wanna keep this out of the way. If it ends up being in my way, we can switch hands. So we'll just see how it goes. If you need to hold 2 weights, hold 2, all right? So we're gonna do our side lunge, keeping with just this one side. I'm gonna keep my weight out of my way. Ready? Here we go. Sit back, weights in your heel. Now we're not switching. This gives you an opportunity to really focus on pushing through your glute, your heel, engaging your glute and your hamstring, and not using your lower back. So you're bending your leg, straightening your leg. Nice. Make sure those legs are wide enough that your knee is not going over your toe that direction. And we are going to do 10. You can sit as low as you're able. That doesn't mean bend as low as you're able. That means sit as low as you're able, right? So butt needs to be close to your heel. 8 more. You can really feel that glute engage here. 7, have a fun, heavy workout for you guys today. 6. And 5. So if you were holding 2 weights, they'd be both out here in front, right? 4. Oh, can I stand up? 3. I'm already saying that. That's not a good sign. 2. Last one. And 1. All right, careful with that low back. Bend your knees, set your weight down, and stand up. Here's time to be honest with ourselves. Those last few side lunges should have been really challenging for you to stand up from. If they weren't, your weight's not heavy enough for you, okay? Lower repetitions, heavy weight. If you need to hold 2, hold 2. All right, guys, we're going to the other side. You ready? Let's do it. Other side. Keep those legs nice and wide. If I mess up on my form here, more often than not, it's because my legs aren't wide enough. So my knee will go over my foot. So get those legs nice and wide. Ready? Let's go. Bend, shift your weight back to your glutes. Stand back up. You want it all the work to be coming from your leg. Hips up, as stationary as you can keep them. All right, here's our 10. Standing up through my heel. And 8. Just kind of falling over to the side there. 7. 6. 4. 2 more. 2. Last one. And 1. All right, careful setting that weight down. We're just gonna go to a traditional stiff-legged deadlift. I love them. These are one of those moves that I throw in a lot in our heavy leg days because can't do much better for hamstrings. But I'm pushing myself on the weight. So I'm gonna use 2 25s. You can hold one weight if that's what works for you. You can hold 2, push yourself on the weight. Stiff-legged deadlifts. Most of you have done these with me before. Shoulders back, chest out, and then you just want to keep your back nice and flat. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Throw those hips forward. Don't lift with your back, lift with your glutes and your hamstrings. I told you we're going heavy. I am shaky and heavy. This is a heavy amount of weight for me to do these. The only reason I'm telling you that is because we're going to be a little slower, more controlled. We got to be stable, not hurt our back when we're pushing real heavy weight. So if you're light for yourself, you might be able to go a little quicker, but be careful. All right, this is a slow move regardless. We've got 10 more. Eight more, we got it. I know it's slow, it's slow. Seven. All right, 4 more. Last 2. 2, and I've got my final one here, and 1. All right, I'm gonna be real careful again. That's gonna be the theme. Careful setting the weights down today. Okay, I'm gonna move into a one-legged curtsy lunge. So I'm gonna hold one weight. Again, I'm gonna go up to my 30 and see how I do with that. Normally, if I'm pushing a heavy weight and I'm holding 2, I try to have at least 15s in my hands, so it's kind of comparable, but we're gonna do a pulse at the bottom. So you can always switch your weight in the middle. Don't stress out about the weight. Yes, change it in the middle if you need to. We're gonna leave our left leg stationary. You've got 3 low pulsing curtsy lunges, and then we're gonna come out of it. I like to do these with one hand sometimes because it affords me some balance with this one, okay? All right, ready to step behind, here we go. We're going 3, 2, 1, and then you're out of it. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Movement comes from the leg. Don't bob your head. Don't lean forward. 8 more. You should be heavy, heavy on the weight. 3, 2, 1. There's 8. Oh my gosh, I'm already on the struggle bus. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Come on, Aaron. 1 more. We got it. And last one. All right, I'm setting my heavy weight down. We're pushing a lot of big weight today, so it's okay. Set it down for a second. Catch your breath. I'm going to. Okay, we're gonna go to that other side. Change is fine. We are not stuck. So if the weight that you just did on this side was not working for you, too light or too heavy, change it for the other side. We got lots of different moves today. You're not gonna be lopsided. If we spend an entire class just on your right leg over and over and over again, maybe you would be. But I always have to laugh at people that really are like, oh, don't do more weight on one side than the other, never switch, it's all gotta be equal or you'll be lopsided. No, you have to do a lot of work on one side to be lopsided. So don't stress. All right, grab your weight. Other side. Oh, okay. I'm pushing myself on the weight today. I hope you guys are too, okay? Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Hoorah! Lift with your leg, not your back. All right, I'm gonna start counting our 8 right here. 3, 2, 1. There's 8. 7. 5. 4, it's gonna get real ugly for me here. 3. 2, and on my last one. And 1, all right, put it down. That's where I need to be, right there. It was really hard for me to stand up on those last few. Hey, I'm gonna move my chair around. We're gonna use our chair and our loop band. So if you don't have a loop band, you can do this without it. Stick that loop band just under your knees. And then we're just gonna use our chair to support our back. So you're gonna come off your chair. If you have a really hard chair and it hurts your lower back, throw your mat over top of it. So the idea here is to keep your backside kind of low. So your chair is about the top of your back, the small of your back. You're in a little bit of a V. So we're not clear up here. Okay? A little bit of a V, it's gonna target the outside of our glutes to be in this position. You can support your head if you want. Take your legs out wide, and you're just gonna push out. So your job, get going, is to get your butt at the level to where you feel the outside of your glutes working. Now what the heck does that mean? Some people like their butt lower, and then you can really feel it. Some people like their backside a little higher. This is not about positioning yourself where it's the easiest for you. It's about positioning yourself where it's a challenge and where you can feel it where you need it. It's gonna be underneath, outside. I like my backside a little bit low. Make sure those legs are wide enough that you've got the resistance and the tension on your band, and we're not holding any weight. So guess what? We're doing higher repetitions. 20 seconds, 19, 18, 17. We're gonna do one more set of these in a minute. I'll do them from the side so you can see how low my backside is, if that is helpful for you. Or maybe you found the sweet spot already. I did. Ugh. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, oh my gosh, 3, 2, and 1. All right, can I get off this chair? I'm not sure. I know one thing, it's not gonna be graceful if I make it. All right, I'm gonna set the band aside, and we're still gonna use our chair. It's the variation of a one-legged deadlift. So, one knee is up on your chair or your couch or whatever, and then we're gonna do our deadlift. Now, I'm pushing myself on the weight on the deadlifts today. I'm gonna try to hold both my 25s. That's where I am going. Don't hurt yourself, but we're going heavy today, right? Okay. See how it goes. Weights in front. You can scooch to the front of your chair a little bit so you can clear that chair and have space for your deadlift. Let's get after it. Push that hip and glute back. You want to drive through the heel of the leg that's on the ground. Now, even though my knee is up on my chair, my weight is not in that knee. That's just keeping my leg out of the way. So if you feel like you're not feeling it in the leg that's down, it's most likely because your weight is leaning on your kneeling leg. You don't want hardly any weight on your kneeling leg. It's all in that standing leg, all right? All right, we're doing 10. Here we go. 10. 9, weights in the heel. 8. 5 more. 3. 3. 2. 1 more. And 1. I'm not moving my chair, so I'm just gonna set my weights there and then just go right on to the other side. Okay. Let's get after it on this other side. Now you know. So get in a position that your weight's in your standing leg. Ready? Let's go. That first repetition for me, for some reason, I always shift my weight too far on my chair. And then I have to kind of angle out a little bit. Probably because my body's like, whoa, why did you go up in weight today? You're gonna be really sad tomorrow. All right, here's our 10. 9. 5 more. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. All right, I'm gonna carefully set these guys down. Let my grip have a rest. It's usually what gets the most tired for me. Lower body, heavy strength days. We're gonna do 1 more set of those abduction moves on our chair. This probably goes without saying, hopefully. If you didn't have a loop band, you just do the motion without. Drop that backside down. Your legs nice and wide. It's going to be smaller and wider if you don't have a loop band because you want to press against your own body's resistance. Okay. Now, I was really feeling this with my back side. I told you I was going to go to the side. With my back side a little lower. So I'm going to get in that position again. Right down here. Get my band in place. Okay. So, butt is down, the back of my chair is kind of higher up, and then I like to support my head. Get those feet nice and wide, and here we go, press. Just kind of lower your back side or raise it up a little bit until you find that spot. You'll find it, believe me, this is really effective, it works great. And subtle changes in the position of your butt make a big difference, actually. So arch your back, lower your back a bit, get your feet a little closer, see how that feels. Poke that butt up a little higher, get your feet a little farther away, see how that feels. Find the spot for you. I am in a good spot for me, and we're doing 20. 19, 18, 15, 12 seconds. Come on, knees. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, my goodness, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. All right, then the challenging part, figuring out how to get off your chair. Woo! Okay, I asked you to grab a little hand towel, some sort of a towel. So if you don't have that, you have a second just to run and find it really quickly. I'm gonna show you a fun way to do squats and sumo squats that I feel really engages glutes. So choose your heaviest single dumbbell. Even if you don't have a super heavy dumbbell, I want you to choose one. You're gonna do it this way, first set, second set, we'll add a second dumbbell in, okay? Your towel, you're gonna loop it through your dumbbell. You can spread it out if you feel like your dumbbell is gonna be like, woo, right? So get kind of a wide base to cradle that guy. And then I want this first one to be a sumo style squat. So toes are out, heels are in. We're gonna pick up our dumbbell and kind of center it, hips tucked under. So this one, we can set it all the way on the ground. So I want you to really squeeze your glutes, power through the heels. You ready? Straight down, power straight up. So if you're one like me that tends to overcorrect by leaning too far forward in your sumo squats, this makes it so you don't have to do that. And you can go way up in weight. So like, this is the move I was thinking of when I said I'm gonna have to have my husband bring some heavier weights from our other gym, because you can go really heavy on this. Set it down and push and squeeze those glutes. So if you have something really heavy at home, by way of dumbbells, grab it. You may even be up into the 50, all that good stuff. Give it a try. We're gonna do 12 of these through the heels. 12, I love this version. Really allows you to engage your glutes. 10. And 9. Even if you're a little light for yourself like I am today, if you focus on form, squeeze your glutes, push up through your heels, go straight down and straight up, you're gonna feel it. 6 more. I don't even know where I was at in counting, so I just like chose a random number. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. Set it down. Now, regardless, even if your weight was pretty light, I wanted you to try it with 1 to feel what that feels like and see if you can get your hands on some heavier weights. Now, second set, we're gonna do traditional squats. So your feet are gonna be lined up, toes forward, heels back, and you get to choose. I'm gonna stick with this. I like the range of motion. Even though I'm a little light, I'm feeling my glutes engaged quite a bit. If you feel like you're really light, get rid of the towel, grab 2 weights, and you can hold both down here, all right? This is your choice. I'm gonna stick with my towel. And tell my husband to do some heavy lifting over the next couple days. Let's do it. Grab your towel, lift through the legs, okay? So now your butt's gonna shoot back a little bit more. So weight is in your heels, set your weight on the ground, and lift up through your heels. All legs, you don't have to hinge at the waist now because I brought you up because of that towel. And you can go extra heavy if you've got that option at home, because you can set it down and you don't have to lean forward to pick up that weight. So our lower back is protected. This might be the only way I do goblet squats from here on out. I love it. All right, guys. I'm a little light today. Some of you may not be, but I'm going to do 12 repetitions. Here we go. 12. If you're pushing real heavy, you can do less. 11. 10. 9. 7 more. 6. And 4. Power up through those heels. 3. 2. Here's our final one right here. And 1. Nice. Set it down. We're going to get rid of our towel for a second. Now we're going back to a one-legged deadlift. This version, we're not going to use our chair. So I'm going to grab both my weights. I can go a little heavier on the deadlifts. We're running short on time as usual. Man, oh man. What am I going to cut out? I don't know. Probably, maybe not a 30 and a 25. Let's do 225. How about that? We're going to start with our right leg. Still, one-legged deadlift. Get your left leg out of commission. So I like to come up on my toe so all the weight is in my right leg. Ready? Let's go. All that weight's in my right leg. My left leg is just there for balance. You can kind of stick it where you want. I want you to stand up through your heels still. Nice flat back. This again is a slower move, I know. But we are going to do 12. 10. 8. Oh. 6. 4. 2. Can I get this last one in? And 1. All right, I'm going to set these guys down. My grip is tired. The same leg that we just had down, so you're right. We're going to do a one-leg squat with that guy. So you need your chair, because we're going to put the other leg up on the chair. We're going back to our heavy weight with that towel. All right, so here is a way to really focus on that one leg. And if you're a little light and you don't have a heavier option, this will fix that problem for you. Okay, you got 2 choices. The modified version is a knee up. We are going to do our one-legged squat, so this knee is bending, right? Some of your body weight will be on the chair if you do it this way. The more advanced version, and I'm going to try the more advanced version, not sure how it'll go, but we're going to try it, is way out here, heel up, because you don't have any of your body weight up on your chair. It's all here. And it's really hard to push off this leg in this position. So you can kind of figure out where you think you need to be. You can change in the middle. I'm going to try to set myself up here so I don't have to hop around too much. So my weight with my towel. You guys, once we get started, focus on you because I am going to be doing all sorts of crazy stuff trying to power up with this heavy weight. So I'm sure you guys will do much better than I. This is a squat. So you're bending and straightening this leg. So let's pick up our towel and get it all lined out here. Okay, you ready? Give it a try. Bend. Can you set it down and straighten? Okay, do your best to not hinge from the waist very much. My leg is so shaky, so shaky. But in this position, you may be bending a little bit from the waist. If it's bothering you, you can take your feet out farther apart. I just scooched my foot that's on the chair closer to the back of my chair. Oh, okay, can I do 10? I'm so shaky. Let's try it. 10. 9. 8, so you're bending and straightening that leg. 7, toe is facing straight ahead. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. And I'm setting that down. Shaking it out in anticipation for the other side. I'm going to move this guy over here, but we're doing our one-legged deadlift first. Okay, I'm going to grab my 2 heavy weights, and my hands are so sweaty. Everything is so sweaty. Lift with the legs. Okay, so my grip is what is getting tired, pushing this heavy weight. So let's get after it and get this over with. Let's go. One-legged deadlift. You should feel this in your glute if you are powering up through the heel. 12. 10. 7. 4. Come on, arms. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. All right, I'm setting these guys down. I feel like my forearms are going to be sore tomorrow. Okay, getting set up. I showed you how to modify. You guys already know. Don't be afraid to move in the middle of a set. It was helpful for me to take my legs farther apart. After I did a few repetitions, I could tell. In order to drop that weight kind of centered in between my legs, I needed to take my legs wider. So you might have to hop out or push your leg farther up on your chair. Oh, I was a shaky mess on this, guys. Okay, come on. Spread her out so don't tip. All right, so I want to go super wide. Woo! Ready? Get my heel up. Here we go. Down and up. This first one is a squat. So you want to keep your toes facing straight ahead. This one is kicking my booty. And we're going to go with 10. 9. 8. Come on, legs. 5. 4, you guys, sweat is dripping in my eyeballs. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. I'm getting rid of that guy. Standing up here for a second. Ah! All right. We're going to regroup and catch our breath because I have one more one-legged deadlift to go. I am going to try to hang on with my 30-pound dumbbell. You guys can change it up if you feel like you're too heavy. But this final set is a one-legged sumo squat. So let's go back to the other leg. Many of you can probably guess how to set this one up anyways. Before I pick up my weight, we're going to use our weight in our towel. The difference is you're still here, okay? But this foot, your toe is out slightly. Be careful. Don't fall, okay? So toe is out, but then you still want to power up through your heel. Now, on this version, if you cannot set your weight all the way on the floor without really bending forward and using your low back, don't. You can do this one up high. It'll still be really effective. You just want to power through your heel, okay? A lot of range of motion on this depends on how you set yourself up here, and your balance is going to play a role. So if you can get your legs really far apart and kind of center your body in the middle, it's going to be easier for you to go lower, but it's harder to balance. So if you can't do that, cool. You're going to be more upright, and I don't know where I'm going to be when I get my weight. And yours might be a little shallower, but you're still pushing through the heel. So kind of set yourself up and try to find the spot that works for you. I wish Shake doing that as a demo right now. Oh, okay. All right. I always have to tell myself, shut your brain off, just do it. So that's what we're going to do. Shut your brain off, just do it. See if it's better to pick the weight up first. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's see. We'll pick it up like this. Pick it up now. And toe is facing out. Not sure it was better to pick it up after or not. Okay? So toe is facing slightly out. You get in this position probably way better than me. If you need to, you can put your foot on the side if you're just too unbalanced. This is your workout. Get to a position where it works for you. All right? Ready? Let's go. Power through the heel. Toe is facing slightly outward. You can go to your knee, that leg that's up on your chair. If you need to, do your best to go straight down. And we are going to do 10. 8. 7, sit back in that heel, feel the workload in your glute. 6. 5, change your angle slightly, get that workload, you want it in your glute. 3. 2, last one. And 1, can I come off the chair? I still haven't decided if it's, move it over. Okay, I still haven't decided if it's easier to pick it up and set it down after you're off your chair or while you're still on your chair, obviously. So you guys have come up with a routine for setting down and picking up the weight that works better. You do you. I'm like falling all over the place, partly because my legs are fried. Okay, let's get it. Check our time. Man, oh man. All right. Final set of these guys. Let's see if I can get the sweat out of my eyes. We'll pick it up first. Hop it out. Toe faces outward. All right. You guys set up probably much quicker than me. Here we go. The foot that's on the ground, that toe is facing out. You want it in more of a sumo squat position. I found it much easier to get into position on this side than the other side for some reason. So you might find that one side is easier for you than the other as well. Why is that? Don't know. Balance, strength, a little bit of both maybe. Shaky legs. Let's go with 10, 9, 8, 6, 4 more. Oh my gosh, you guys see me shaking? 4, 3, 2, last one. And 1, can I come off? Yes, and I didn't drop 30 pounds of weight on my toe. Pretty good. All right, chair. We're gonna do another set of those abduction. Only this time, we're gonna put our loop band above our knees instead of below. It does make a difference. Changes things up a little bit. All right? So, I'm gonna have a seat on my chair and throw this guy on top of my knees. We've done 2 sets already, so figure out the position that works best for you, right? And you guys probably already know, because this is set number 3. I'm gonna ease into this, lower my backside so there's a lot of strain on my neck because my butt is so low. So I'm gonna hold my head up, okay? All right, here we go, push open. Now, once you get going, if you're sitting here and you're thinking, I do not like the band above my knees. I felt it way more when it was below my knees. Then move it, okay? I know I'll get questions about this band. This is my expensive cloth band with the no grip thing in the inside. It's great. The only reason I'm using it today, it's not any better than those inexpensive ones that I told you guys I get on Amazon. I'll show you that one too. I'm using it today because it's a different color than my pants, so you can see it better. It's the only reason. It works great, it's effective, but you just don't need to spend the big bucks if you don't want to. All right, oh my gosh. Let's go with 15 seconds. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're almost to the end of class. We have 2 more sets to finish class out. And what I care about for you, I have a big laundry list of things I was gonna throw in. We don't have time. So we're gonna do one final set of our towel low sumo squats because they work so good. One more set, and then we're gonna do one more set of our abductors on the chair, and you guys are done with me, all right? We don't need to be all fancy today. We're gonna get it done. Glutes galore. That's what I should name this workout. I'm constantly like, what creative name can I use? And I've discovered I'm not that creative. But that's a good one. Okay, heavy. We're doing both legs. We're doing sumo squats. I want you to target those butt cheeks, okay? Tuck your hips up and under. Set your weight all the way down. Power up through your heels. Let's go. Down and up. Oh, I love this move so much. It can be a challenge to really get those glutes on fire. I feel like hamstrings. It's kind of easy to hit those guys, but sometimes we can go weeks and feel like, you know what? My glute muscles themselves have not been targeted very well or have not been sore for a while. This right here, especially if you go real heavy in the weight, you just can't miss. You can't miss those glutes doing this. I've got a little bit of a light weight for 2 legs. That might not be the case for you. So I am gonna do 15 more repetitions. If you're pushing real heavy weight for you, if you looked around and you're like, oh, I got 50, then you might not wanna do that many. Go to your max, all right? But I'm doing 15, here we go. 15, 14, 10. You guys, I have no nice towels because I use all of my towels to clean with. Like I use things to clean and then I need to put them like in my bathroom as a bath towel and they're all stained. So this right here was like the nicest looking towel I could find in my house. I need to stop doing that. I need to have separate towels, right? I know that's what you're gonna tell me. You need to have separate towels. I just don't do it. I grab whatever's handy. I want 3 more. 3, 2, last one, and 1. All right, guys, we're on our final set. This last set on the chair, choose where you want your loop band, above or below. To be honest, for me, I felt it both ways. I preferred it underneath my knees. I don't know why. My range of motion, the burn in my booty was better for me. So that's what I'm gonna do. This is our last set of the morning, last set of the day for me. So we're gonna make it count. Oh, you ready? Go ahead and get in position. Awkwardly scooch out on that chair or couch. I'm gonna wriggle down. All right, my backside lower is really what's gonna engage my glutes. So lower in that backside. Here we go, push. Just gonna chat it up here for a minute because we're gonna do a few of these. Heavy leg day today. Tomorrow is all abs. We're gonna do core work for the entire hour. That sounds like a lot, but I'm gonna target every area of the core. And you need to have a large exercise ball and a small exercise ball. If you do not have a small exercise ball, look around your house, see if your kids have a little like playground ball. And if it really comes down to it, you can fold up a towel and make it work for tomorrow, okay? All right, keep that backside low. I'm gonna start counting our 20 right here. I know, we've already done about 20. This is the last set, we're burning it out. Let's go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 15, 13, 10, 8, 7, my legs aren't working anymore. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, relax. Before you leave, I have a bonus move I want to show you. You can stick around for it if you want. This is one that I want you to try kind of at home on your own or right now. See if you like it. See what you think. It's kind of an odd position. So you're gonna take your loop band, bring it above your knees, glutes, all right? The reason why this is odd is you have to hang off of your chair. For me, if I get a chair that doesn't have good padding, it can hurt my stomach. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna show it to you. You can play around with it at home. Maybe find an ottoman or something that is really soft and squishy. But this works really well for glutes, but it's a weird position, so it takes a little bit of practice, all right? So you're gonna hang over your chair. So again, you might want to play around with different chairs and things in your house once you give this a try. So I know it look real awkward. I normally do this on my ottoman in my house. This is kind of a small chair, but I'm gonna hang over it, lift up my legs, 90-degree angle, right? And you're gonna press out, out. So I could hold here. So I am hovering. I've got my legs at 90 degrees, pressing out with my knees, all right? Awesome burnout move. You can take your knees really wide and go boom, boom, boom. Lead with those knees. You can try a little butterfly movement here, and you can even try squeeze and squeeze. My favorite is simply hanging off and going out, okay? But I'm not doing it as a full setting class because, as you can see, it takes a special kind of chair, enough space to get in a position that works for you. So I'm gonna let you do that on your own. Give it a try. And let me know what you think later on. All right, let's see who finished. I'm just as sweaty as I was on our cardio day. Who is done? Lisa had to run, but finished up. Nice job. Who else completed the whole workout? What was your favorite part of the workout today? Anything that you just felt got you real good? While you're thinking about that, I'd love to hear. I'll tell you, I'm not even sure I'm gonna pronounce this correctly, but this is I have several different sizes. And like I said, when I teach classes in my gym, which I haven't done in a long time, but I have these cloth covered bands and I have the rubber bands that I use all the time. And everyone always chooses the rubber bands. Courtney, I knew you would love the hand towel stuff. Me too. But the hand towel, the one with both legs, those sumo squats, I need a heavier weight. I think that's best done if you're just really pushing the weight. So yeah, the chair, single leg deadlifts always get me too. Jenny, you're feeling it in your booty? I hope so. I love that. It's always hard for me to just target that one area. And today I got it. But like I said, I got to get a few heavier single weights around my house. But if you're looking for, there's tons of really good brands. This is Hurdlen, Hurdillen. I know it's backwards. You did 2 weights on the last set, I know. Hey, Courtney, did you do 2 weights with a towel wrapped around? Could you hold it that way? I thought about it, but I was like, I don't want to fall over in the middle of class and like smash all my feet. But I thought about it because I needed it. Yeah, you did? Okay, I wondered if I would be able to do that. I'm going to have to try that. That's actually a great thing that you tried it with both weights. I was scared to throw both in there. So if you want a good brand, this is a great brand. There's lots of like really cutesy ones out there too. Lots of people sell them, but these can be great. They're expensive. Where's my one? I'll grab mine if you want to know. If you need to go, you can go, but I'll grab my other cheap Amazon ones, but they're the ones everyone gravitates towards, those other ones. So you don't need to spend the big bucks. These were great, but you don't need them. I used it today because you could see it better. That's it. All right. Okay. If anybody else has questions, comments, moves they loved, please let me know. I'm going to show you the loop band that I use from Amazon that's cheap. If you want to know, stick around. If you need to go, go ahead and go. It's over here. All right. Here we go. This is the Amazon brand. It's Synergy, and they just come in all different expensive, get a whole bunch of different sizes. If you want to get a more expensive version with the non-slip, but these are rubber, so I don't find that they slip very much unless I'm wearing really slick pants. So there you go. Great job today, guys. I am going to be sore. I'm going over to my sister's house to make homemade bread because I know everyone is making bread right now. I have tried literally 20 times in my bread maker and not in my bread maker, and it never works for me. Bread does not work. So I had my husband Dan try. Didn't work. I had and my son try. Did not work. I thought it must be my yeast. Gave my yeast to my sister. She's like, oh, we made beautiful bread with your yeast. It is me. So I'm going to her house to learn how to make bread today. She has a really healthy, delicious recipe. I'm gonna try to share it on Instagram. You will want it. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.